In the Kabbalah, which is the heart of the Jewish mystical tradition, Kabbalah literally means that which is received. So it's like the ongoing tradition of revelation within Jewish mysticism. And that's what mysticism is. It is awakening. One of the ways we use to analyze some of the deeper levels of Scripture is called Gematria. Gematria is to look into the numerical equivalent of the letters in words of the Torah. Every Hebrew letter has a numerical equivalent. The first 10 letters are from 1 to 10. The next are from 20 to 90. And then the next are from 100 to 400. So if you look at a book that's written totally in Hebrew, like say the Talmud, the numbering of the pages is all done with combining Hebrew letters. So one of the things that the Kabbalah noticed is that the Hebrew word Nachash, which is what the serpent is, even serpent, we don't know how to translate some of this stuff. But the Nachash, who was Arom and helped us be Arumim, helped us enter into a different state of consciousness. And part of that state of consciousness has to know about a nakedness, but not only just a physical nakedness, but a different kind of nakedness. So the Hebrew word Nachash, Nun, for those of you who are mathematicians, Nun is the number 50. Chet is the number 8. Shin is the number 300. So that makes 358. They notice that there's another word that also makes 358, and the other word is Mashiach. Mashiach is a Hebrew word that means Messiah. Mem is 40, Shin is still 300, Yud is 10, and Chet is again 8, 358. And this is the secret of the Nachash in the garden. Because what the story is saying is, it's a myth. It's all our stories. Each of us, and I prefer to believe this actually, but you could take it as a metaphor or another myth. Each of us has a choice. And the tempter, the one who is telling us what we can do if we incarnate, that we cannot do unless we incarnate, is called the Nachash. When I was growing up, I lived in a house where between the kitchen and the dining room, there was one of these doors that opened, both ways. It was great because you could hit each other, but that's the door in some imaginary space where disembodied, in between lives, the soul, we're doing whatever we're doing, and we are tempted. There's this possibility. There's this opportunity. Here's what needs healing. I prefer to think of karma, and this is just my personal idiosyncrasy, but I prefer to think as karma not as something which is attached to a soul, but as something which a soul chooses to heal. Because I think our joy, our function, our job is to heal. And what essentially it means to heal is to make whole. To make that which is fragmented, that which is separate, that which is in pain, to embrace that and bring that together. I don't think there's anything that creates as much joy in the soul as those moments in our lives when we can experience that and when we can provide that. The Nachash says, look at what you can do. Look at what you can do. And we go, okay. And then once we're here, then the door opens the other way, and on this side of the door is called Mashiach. And the energy of Mashiach, when we're in this place, is to remind us of that world. You are more than a physical being. You are a divine being. You are a soul being who has incarnated. And when you incarnated, you did so consciously, and as part of the deal, you got to forget that you did it. I'm sorry, but you got to forget. You're going to come into an infant form. You're not going to know what the hell is going on for a while. You're not going to know what's me, what's not me. You're going to start discovering what's me and what's not me. Then you're going to think this is all of me. Then you're going to be in trouble. And you're going to be, there must be something more, and that Mashiach is like the tempter on the other side to remind us of what this journey is all about. And the myth is a myth of incredible healing. To say, nobody out there made us suffer. God didn't say, you made a mistake, so it's going to cost you pain. It's not like that. It's, we did that. Because if we did that, then we are no longer victims. Because the difference between a victim and somebody who's free is a matter of choice. If I chose this, then I approach my freedom. So if I go and say, okay, the particular issues that I have in my life are those issues that I chose. On a soul level, I chose to heal. It's nobody else's fault. If anything, everybody is playing right along with me. Everybody is supporting that which I chose to do. So the wisest thing for me to do is thank them, because when you thank people, you can let them go. You know, we keep ourselves stuck in our past by our resentments and by our guilt. And we can move toward greater degrees of healing. And as we work toward greater degrees of healing, we become facilitators helping other people heal and helping them become facilitators. Until all of us are going, we chose this. This is great. It is good on a physical level. It's good to delight the heart. And it's good to awaken the mind. And the more we allow that delight and the more we allow that physical pleasure, the more we allow the mental stimulation, excitement, the easier it is for us to see the door that's marked Mashiach, the energy that's marked Messiah.